Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half. But it's time for a little football. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, this is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where this team is they interplay. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season.
They want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs. But
meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. 82
Throwing on first down is Murray. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Here's the offensive unit. Max's parents liked him so much they put an extra X on the end.
And they can do that because they saw something before the rest of us. They saw the potential of Max Williams and is coming to realization now in the NFL. A really good tight end with a little bit of speed. That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Murray with a 3rd and long. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10.
All day, every day, any day. Check out
That'll be caught by Cup. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. Goff on first down. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. A gain of 6 there on first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Gurley again here on first down. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 14 carries, 54 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
44. Hey, keep it up.
They'll look to run with Henderson, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. They'll try the air now with Gall. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
To throw again on second down. Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. He finds his man. That's Butler. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Draw play, it's Eckler. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On second down, Eckler trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. There to make the... They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
I guess it's good we can't really Read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 16-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Goff. He'll get this one to Cobb, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. And that's complete to Cooks. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
That's another Rams first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Goff throwing again. They'll find Everett there, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To the air again. Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Chandler Jones in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Murray going to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Samson Abuka, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
First down, Arizona.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Murray now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Third and long. It's gone. Open man right side is Cup, complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing at the receiver.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be third down. Complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. Murray now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On third down, Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Fielded just inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So here are the Rams to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. On first down, it's gone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Jared Goff and the Rams headed back onto the field, and he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Give him 30 yards there. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score 87. Cardinals 3.
Single.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll run the sweep here. This is Cup. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Called it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. From the gun on third down. Gone. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
Let's go.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. It's Eckler again, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Well, a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This will be fielded at the 17. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 45 on 2nd down. Goff toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, and it's 3rd and short. The Rams on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Henderson will try and run for the first. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Now the defense use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll go back to Henderson on 1st down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. And he's going to have to protect them. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Despite the blitz
Struck, but it's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So the folks on hand here growing a little restless with their kicking game. That's now 2 misses so far.
And in a tight game, 4th quarter, the fans aren't the only ones getting restless, Brandon. There were a few looks of disbelief on...
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Murray to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like open up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game,